Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Let's talk about you, Sag, and let's see what you need to know right now. Let's talk about, let's see what's meant to come through, what message is meant to reach you. Oh, I fell on my lap. Hold on. This is Seven of Cups. It did fall upright. Okay. Choices, illusions, confusion. Choices, illusions, confusion with regards to a person, place, or thing. This person, this Emperor, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Some kind of destined cycle, destined fate, cycle spinning. Could be luck. But what's the Seven of Cups? The Seven of Cups is what you need to know right now. The Seven of Cups is the card of choices, options, illusions, having to make a decision without knowing all the answers. What's the missing piece? Two of Pentacles. Message here, Sag, it's time to stop going back and forth. The Death and the Two of Pentacles. It's time to stop going back and forth and make the best decision for yourself. You might have a decision to make here. It does involve another person. Could be a mother, father, child, coach, dad, uncle. Could be anybody. Could be a lover. But Sag, the message here is you're going to have to make this decision without knowing all the answers, without knowing everything, without knowing how it's going to turn out. And with the Lovers and the Eight of Swords, it's making the best decision for yourself. So that's what you need to know. There's the Hierophant. There's a little spiritual lesson here about what you want. Okay, Sag, this is an energy of you may have made a decision in the past. Let's say this Emperor is your child or your spouse. And you may have made a decision in the past in which you put someone else ahead of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, but it wasn't what you wanted. And therefore, you're back in the position where you're trying to get something that you want. And that's the message here, is remember what it is that you want and make the best decision for yourself, right? Maybe it's you want to move to Taiwan, but you don't want to change your kids' schools. You don't want to change your kids' countries. But maybe your kids will be a lot happier in Taiwan. They'll meet better friends than the ones they have now. So there's an element here where they want you to make the best decision without knowing everything. But they want you to make the best decision for yourself, Sag. Don't put yourself last here. Okay, why? Why is that the decision for Sagittarius today? Or not the decision, the message. Why is that what you need to hear today? Let's find out. Let's find out. Oh. Isn't that interesting? Because you're gonna, Okay, because there's an element where there could be resentment, but it's resentment towards the person that you're prioritizing. So there's that person again, right? This masculine energy. There's an element here where I felt instantly when I saw the Ten of Swords, it felt self-sabotage, right? And secondly, there'll be hidden resentment towards this person. Let's say it's your kids. You didn't move where you wanted to move because you didn't want to switch from schools. There's going to be a little resentment, a little frustration, a little anger that comes through. And then there's also the concept here with this Ten of Swords that self-sabotage, and a form of self-sabotage is not doing like what we want to do. It's not going after our dreams, our goals, our aspirations, It's not making the decisions where we're going after what we want. So that's why, Sag, there could be a little bit of resentment, a little bit of hidden resentment, or you might hold it against this person. And also, there's a form of self-sabotage here. Okay. So then, what do you want Sag to do moving forward? I mean, if this is affecting other people, you don't want to just ignore them, but, you want to consider them, but you got to consider yourself. So what's the advice? How do they want you to... Damn, why are cards falling off the table today? We had solved this problem eons ago. Hold on, Sag. Let's find out. The Six of Wands is in reverse with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups. There's an element where I really feel with this Eight of Cups, you got to follow your dreams. That's the advice. I think you're giving too much attention to the indecision. The Page of Cups is here. Page of Cups is our dreamer card. And there's the Ace of Cups. Follow your heart, Sag. Ignore your doubts, fears, worries, and really tap into your heart. Follow your heart. They really want you to walk away from the indecision, right? When we look at this Eight of Cups, she's indecisive. She's sitting in between these two cups. She hasn't made a decision. She's got a couple paths to take. So it's a very different energy than, the walking away energy from maybe some of the other decks. They want you to give less attention to the indecision and more attention to what your heart's desiring, because this is a leap of faith you got to take, baby. You got to do it, Sag. That Wheel of Fortune was there, which means it's time to do this. And what's the fear? What's been holding Sag back? Why has Sag not gone after this, not done this, not prioritized this? Can we understand the why? That's my furnace. Well, Wouldn't be my furnace, it would be my AC, but it definitely sounds like it's struggling. Okay. The Magician and the Fool. You're afraid to be happy? You're worried it's not going to make you happy. Okay, you're afraid that this might not be what you actually want, or it's not what's going to make you happy. One thing that I heard through my head too while I was looking at these two cards was, I saw this thing from Will Smith, and we can think whatever we want of Will Smith, but he was the king of the 90s, okay, and I still love the guy. And then he was being interviewed, and if you watch me, you know I like the School of Hard Knocks guy, the guy that interviews the billionaires and stuff, and here's what they have to say. But he asked Will Smith the question, because Will Smith is a very confident guy, and I love the way that he phrased it, and that's what I feel this is. Confidence isn't just thinking you're better than everyone or thinking you're good at something. Confidence, and real confidence, is not being afraid to fail in front of people. To know, not being able to fall, jump on stage and fall on your face, get back up, right? And that's what he claims is true confidence. And that's what I felt was this. There might be a fear of failure, a fear that it might not work out, a fear that it might not make you happy. But if it's on the back of your mind, if your heart's desiring it, it's always going to be there, Sag. It ain't going nowhere. You're always going to want to do it. You're always going to wonder. It's always going to be kind of there, like you never really went after your dreams or went after your goal or went after your aspirations. So that's the why. I feel like it's a fear of failure, but I also feel like you don't even know if this is what's going to make you happy. And if you have other people to consider, is it going to make them happy? How are they going to feel? So, and that's why that Seven of Cups is there. You can't make a decision based on what could go wrong. If you make fear-based decisions, those are the decisions we tend to regret. But that's the why, that's the energy here. Okay. And is there anything else you want to say to Sag? Is there anything else Sag needs to know, needs to hear? This is going to turn out beautiful for you, Sag. You can't see that card on camera. Let me trickle it over. Do, 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 do. 10 of motherfucking pentacles, baby. Go after this, Sag. This is the sign. This is the message. You've been waiting for it. If you've been asking for it, if you've been waiting for it. Here it is, baby. Have the courage to do this because it will bring you the 10 of Pentacles. Happy family. If this is about job, pentacles, money, it will work out very well. If this is about your family, you're concerned, right? The Emperor is your son, your father, your husband, your spouse, your wife. Everything is going to work out great. So this is an element where they don't want you to make a fear-based decision. Trust your heart, trust your intuition, have the courage and strength to do what you want here because it will bring in abundance. Let's just admire that. All right. Sag, let's grab some oracles. We will do a potential outcome. We're going to find out if you go after this, how you doing in a month, how things be going. I believe today is July 29th. That's right. I looked at the calendar because I said I was going to do it and I never did it, but I did it today. So it's July 29th, 2026. We'll go to the end of August. We'll see how things are checking in on you. But let's be honest, this is a timeless reading. So if you're one of those people that see this at a different time, it is 30 days from when you are watching this reading. All right, what does Sagittarius need to surrender to when it comes to going after this, following their heart, baby? Frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you can approach the situation more calmly. Let's grab your spirit animal. Ooh. What's your spirit animal message? I don't know why I did that. What was that? All right. I don't know. He's upside down. Yeah, a little vision. We got the bird eye vision. The eagle. It's time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities you never dreamed possible will present themselves when you least expect it. So get ready for greatness. But I just want to highlight the message of this reading today. The purpose of your reading is allow your heart to guide you. Repetition, allow your heart to guide you. You'll never be led astray, Sag. I want to grab your energy oracle. One moment. Pop over here. Let's grab this bad boy. Let's see what needs to come out. Energy oracle message for the Sagittarius Collective Spirit Guides. Victory! Damn, Sag, what we talking about? Let me know in the comment section because this is going to be beautiful for you. Now, for those of you who are unaware, when one comes out of this deck, the message is in the book. Damn, Skippy, I had the deck for a long time. But I've always believed that, and I always will. So let me get your message. Victory, success, achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding... Oh, let's look at the beautiful card while we read your book. Okay. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding the golden victory wreath, an acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way, and you should have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement might be a great outer success, or it could be an inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort towards. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but there's still inner work to do. So let yourself be open to victory on every level now. Get ready to receive. The affirmation to repeat is, I'm achieving great things within myself in this world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways, even now. Visualize it. Like, right, remember I said, and well, it wasn't me who said it, it was Michael who said it in the Michael movie, but if you can visualize it, you can bring it into reality. Lisa Left Eye Lopez said the same thing. If you can visualize it, you can bring it into reality, right? Sometimes the most successful people are simply the people who understand manifestation. All right, let's do it, Sag. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let me know. I say a month. Hold on a second, Sag. My brain is going in 75 different directions and I'm trying to say something. Let's see where you are in a month from now, 30 days from now. What I was going to say is, for those of you who complained about the quality, I hope this is better. My sincerest apologies. I took off the board and I just went back to the felt, so I hope it's clear. This layout's just temporary, guys. I'm just having a real tough time with my pup right now. Someday I'll tell you everything that's happened, but right now I'm just really struggling with him, so this is how I'm the most comfortable reading the tarot. You guys know that. So let's do your potential outcome, Sag. Let's get your potential outcome. Let's see where you are in 3 days. 3 days, 30 days. Let's see. Hey, the Queen of Cups is here, following your heart. Cheers for following your heart. Cheers. Okay. Yeah. 8 of Wands. Okay. What's that card, baby? What is that card? Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. 7 of Swords is a card that you want upside down, Sagittarius, the Magician. You're being really honest about what it is that you want. You're following your heart. You're going after it. You're taking... We have 2 Pentacles, the Page and the Knight, and there's the Sag. It has... Let me tell you something. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress, this is like, it's about time that you see your value. It's about time you see that it's time to prioritize your goals, your aspirations, the things that you want in life. You can't put yourself last. If you don't go after what you want, well, you're not going to get it, because if you don't go after it, well, you're not going to get it. No one's going to go after it for you. So this is an element where you're being really honest with yourself and you're moving forward. You're moving in a new direction. You could be moving, taking a new path, making different choices, doing new things. The 8 of Wands is moving into a new direction. Let's clarify this, because the Magician and the Page of Pentacles, to me, this is manifestation. Now you're actively manifesting this, whatever it is that we're talking about. What's the Page of Pentacles? What is this? What is Sag not gone after, but they want to go after it, and they're starting to go after it? What's one card to clarify it? Could be money. You're investing in what makes you happy. Sag, you're following your heart. And like I said, when you follow your heart, you never let astray. I don't see you exactly where you want to be. I see you going after it now. You're not lying about the fact that you want to do this. You're not hiding it. You're not putting it in the back burner, putting it on the sideline, putting it on the, the sideline. That's the expression. So you are trying to make this happen. So you're trying to make this work. You're going to take the time. Your intuition's telling you it's going to take you some time, but you're making this decision. So you're making this decision, you're doing this, you're going in a new direction. I just don't see like the action happening. Like let's say you're starting a business. You started your business, but you probably haven't quit your old job, or you're not a millionaire yet. Let's say you want to, move to Taiwan. You haven't sold your house, you haven't gathered your things, but you're actively working towards it. So there's an element of acceptance and understanding of what you want, patience in order to get there. But I also feel with this Knight of Pentacles, it's just realizing the power that you have, the skills that you have. You can do anything you want to as long as you set your mind to it. And this is you've set your mind to it and you're going to do it and you're not going to let fear stop you or other people. What's the 7? You want me to clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse? All right, what's that? What's that then, baby? What's that? The Tower. What's on the bottom? That'll tell me what it means. You're changing the way you're looking. You're changing the way you're looking at this. You're changing the way that you're thinking about this. Instead of, okay, I like it, Sag, so it's like instead of being worried about what could go wrong, or let's say the Emperor is your children and you're worried they're not going to make friends or they're not going to be happy, you're looking at this differently and thinking, well, yeah, but if I put them in school, they're going to make new friends, right? It's inevitable. So you're changing the way that you're thinking about this. You've changed your perspective. With this Page of Swords and this Page of Pentacles, you're figuring out how to make this happen, but you're not letting that fear base, that fear failure, that lack of confidence, that worry that it might not turn out for this other person or whatever, stop you. You've changed your perspective, you've changed your mind frame, and that's creating a shift in your energy, allowing you to bring this into your reality. I'll see if we can get a time frame. Oh my gosh, I'm not a big fan of time frames, but someone out there is asking for a time frame. Do we have a time frame? Do we have a time? The Magician. Gemini season? The time frame is going to depend on your mind frame. Definitely could be Gemini season here with the Magician energy, but it's paired with the Four of Cups. So your manifestation is going to be depending on your mind frame and the choices and the actions you take. The quicker you remove that doubt, the quicker this will happen for you, Sag. That's what's up. That's what I got. That's what's going down. So Sag, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. And if you like your reading, if you like my style, if you want a personal reading, I am open for those. You can find the link pinned in the description. No, you can find the link pinned in the comment section, but it's also in the description box. So Sag, let's get your final message to close your reading off today. Final message for Sagittarius. Well, what was that? 3rd, 4th, 5 cards that flew. Hold on. I gotta move the squeaky chair. Squeak, squeak. Let me get the card. Hope I didn't hit the camera because it's kind of like all in my little camera tower thing over here. All right, Sag. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Perfect card to end your reading. Self-compassion is simply giving the same kindness to ourselves that we would give to others. Don't forget about you and your needs. Reach out to a loved one you trust for advice. Sag, truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.